What's up, everybody? It's Canner back at it with another live stream today. And today we're going to be touching up on our greenhouse build over the Sundew Grove and Cranberry Bog. I'm looking forward to this one. We got quite a bit done in the last one, getting the framework up, getting it kind of where we want it to. Now we're going to be able to start getting up the walls, everything else we're going to need. Very nice. Scrap kits do come in clutch sometimes. World found. Please stand by. Bethesda and their damn loading screens, I swear. Every time. Alright. Where are we? Deathclaw Island, that's right. I was helping my boy Dividend with something in the last world. Didn't quite pan out the way we wanted it to. That's fine. Now this is where we're setting up, right above the Veiled Sundew Grove. We're going to fast travel there and fall from the sky. Not too high, because it's not a true sky build. I'm just using the same building mechanics from a sky build to build into a location you normally couldn't. Kind of cast the illusion that our house is posted up and supported right up on top of one of these big-ass carnivorous plants. We'll get more into that here in a second. Let's go ahead and fast travel once more. With almost any sky build when you do this, you're going to need to fast travel to the camp at least twice. P.S. Gamer, excuse me, I'm not having good talk, or I am not having a good try at talking today. I'm gonna try and improve upon that. I apologize. But P.S. Game Angel, good to see you. Yeah, it got me live today. It really depends on the day. If I feel like streaming, it could be pretty random, so I appreciate it. But yes, this is what we've got done so far. We've got the supports going into the plants down below. I was really hoping my mysterious savior would save me that time. He didn't. That's fine. I don't think we had anything we could lose. Let's attempt getting down a little bit easier. Not just jump down and go at it. Okay, we got one floater directly below us, and then a couple more throughout the grove. I like to go ahead and clear these guys out, or it's going to create issues later on, especially if I'm in the middle of building. Hey, buddy. Let's get these abominations out of here. I am the only mutant allowed in the Sundew Grove. All the others, they gotta go. I hear growling. Not gonna lie, it sounds like a Deathclaw. That could be my pet Deathclaw, or that could be a wild one, I'm not sure. I wasn't positive if mine survived getting to my camp. What the hell is this thing? Sounds like he's over here somewhere. Yeah, he's just chilling right here. Okay. Okay, this one's ours. We don't have to worry about him. Alright. Well, now that we know the grove is mostly safe, there's one more floater that I saw. But my Deathclaw could have easily overpowered that thing. Okay, now I already know I'm going to regret doing this, but let's go ahead and see what we can get started on building. The last time we left off, I kind of went on a building spree, and I wasted all of my caps. Had to wait a couple days so I could reload from the NPCs, and then I'll also get a store going here so other players can buy my loot. So we're going to go ahead and go to utility, vending machines, and then I've got a couple. Most of these are atomic, yes. But I've got a couple choices here. I think for this kind of a build, we're going to go with... We'll go with the rusted vendor bot, because this is more of like an authentic old greenhouse. I want it to look like it's been here a while. Because we got one store that'll attract anybody coming into this region. Or anybody looking for stores in this server. That's great. We're going to camp pieces, walls. I'd like to get the rest of these walls up if possible, but it looks like the majority of what we're missing out on here is wood. And I have a feeling it's also going to be glass. Here we are. Yep, so I need some more wood and glass for the most of the things we're going to need in this build. I never use 555, or 556. Yeah, 556. Never use it. I don't know why I carry it. Today's a bit of a slow starting day. Got 1,500 caps to start with today. I did a little bit of grinding in my off time. Not much. I just never had my store on, so I'm not sitting at that 40,000 caps threshold. We're going to go ahead, fast travel to the mall, and go see if we can find them selling any bulk wood or bulk glass. And honestly, bulk copper too, because that shit goes fast. Alright, here we are, the White Springs Mall. And then down this hall, you've just got a series of all different types of vendors, representing different factions throughout the game. And for whenever you're doing building, the majority of the stuff you're going to need can be found under the junk section here. In this case, they don't have almost anything we need except screws. We'll go ahead and not buy all of their screws. We'll start with one. I always go crazy when it comes to building and spend all my money.
Artisan's Corner has everything you need to make your next survival project a success.
Wood, excellent. That's worth all of that. I really hope these guys, one of them at least, will be carrying glass. That will really make the difference here. Okay, the rest of it we've got to save for glass. I needed some metal, but not all of that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just spending all of my caps every time. I'm so disappointed in myself. Now, hopefully some level 1000 is going to be rolling through and just buy up all my stuff. That would be great. But it's not as likely, and the region's really far away from the middle of the map, I've noticed. The closer you are to this mall, the more traffic and the more people you're going to get buying up all of the weapons, armor, whatever you're choosing to sell in your vending machine. Glass. Okay, excellent. That should keep us going for a minute anyway. I know I'm going to need more here in a second, so we'll go ahead and get this stored. So if we die, we don't lose any of what we just bought. Try to keep that in mind. Anytime you buy anything under junk, if you die, you do drop it all. So you need to quickly go get it back before another player robs you of it. Anything above 5 bulk wood, you can scrap all at once. But if it's 5 or below, you have to do it individually, which sucks. So like in this case, we've got 6 of these. You can do them all at once. Now, do we have any treasury notes? No, that's fine. Now, I'm kind of getting over a cold here, so sorry if I sound a little muddled up here. I don't know how long people have been on this particular server, so we'll go ahead and look and see if all of the telephones are here. Damn, someone else got to them, it looks like.
The White Spring is fabulous this
So, at some of these locations, specifically here and here on this table, there's always 2 telephones. Unless another player grabs them. But yeah, there's also 2 here and a third one, I think, right over there. Just around this big lounging office area. And then there's a final one, usually on this desk. Yeah, save some for later. Normally I'm an entrepreneur in this game. I make a lot of caps fairly quickly. And I don't have to worry about it, but I've just had a really rough luck getting anyone to buy my stuff lately. So hopefully I'll get someone similar to myself or just one of those players that are solid on the server, only looking through people's stores for stuff they need. That's a good way to make like caps. Selling a lot of the legendary weapons, legendary armor, certain junk items like bulk copper is a really good one. Stuff like that. Stable flux is also a great junk icon to sell. Or junk item to sell, excuse me. For anyone looking. Now, back to what we were doing. We can get these walls up. That's a lot less glass than I was hoping to have to work with here, but that's fine. Now, what's this gonna look like? Okay, I kind of got an idea for what I want to do for the roof. We'll see. That's not going to work. I don't want it to go the other way, but we might have to for now, until we really figure out what's going to work for this. No, I'll just go ahead and scrap it for now. Now this could work a little bit better, I just don't always like the look of it. There we go. Now I'm uncertain if I want this to be a 2-story build. I might mess around with the outer layer of this house and work my way in. We'll see. Let's go roof. We'll keep with the greenhouse vibe and find the roof there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this goes through so much glass. Yeah, this is going to look really good when it's done. For now, I guess I'll go to Watoga Station and sell off any of the extra crap I don't need in my stash box. See if we can buy up some more glass. At least for this big purchase, getting all this glass, we only really need to do it once. Unless our house gets nuked. Then we're going to need to buy it all back. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I would hate to be streamer sniped. Stream sniped. Whatever. There we go. Gotta love Bethesda and their loading screens.
Ready to exchange items.
I was really hoping you'd be selling glass. That's unfortunate. Now here's the stash box in this train station. We're gonna go ahead. I don't know why I bulk steel in my normal junk box. That's not smart. I don't think NPCs will buy ammo, which sucks. What can I sell? Something I can mass produce would be ideal. Like the taxidermied American Doth. See, I cannot talk today. This is horrible. Hey, I appreciate it, Gamer Angel. I appreciate that. I'm trying to make it look as good as I can, trying to get everything together. But yeah, I appreciate the positive vibes. Mischief Nightstein? Who would sell this? Me, apparently. Just out of curiosity, let's go look and see if we even can sell those. I don't want to spend all of my time gathering all of that out of my stash box just to not sell it. Yeah, okay, we can. That sucks. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at weapons. Probably sell this, sell this. Most of these won't sell right away, so I'll just sell them off. I don't need them. Some of these weapons are special, so you can't actually sell them anymore. You can scrap them to get the possible chance at the legendary core, or the legendary enchantment on it, whatever you want to call it. See you later. Have a good one. Now I'm going to... I don't want to get rid of that chainsaw. I have plans for that. I'm going to sell the flamer. I don't know why I have a loose meat hook in there. That's weird. Super stem pack. That is such a weird weapon. And I think we can sell that. And that should get us started.
Ready to initiate trading.
Alright, here you go. You can have all of these. I don't use them. Exterminator's Gatling Plasma. Honestly, I forgot I even had this thing.
How can I...
It's amazing what you find when you go through your own stash box sometimes. At least if you're someone like me, who just grabs as much stuff as you can and then just shoves it in. Hang on, how many Gatling Plasmas do I have on me? I don't want to sell my main weapon. Yeah, that's a 4-star. I can't sell it anyway. We're good.
Exchange items. Now displaying current stock.
What the hell are you doing, cat? Crazy furry bastards, no.
Ready to initiate trading.
Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, got Cooper Howard here. I almost said some spoilers for the show. Who haven't seen the last episode, I suggest checking it out. Because eventually I'm just going to start letting loose, making jokes and stuff, and I don't want to ruin anything for anyone, so. Yeah, if you haven't already, it was pretty good. Go check out up to the season finale. Got a damn fusion core and a focused Gatling laser. That's freaking awesome. Let's go sell that too.
How can I assist you today?
Cool. Alright. Now we're gonna jump back over to the White Springs Mall. See if we can find anyone else selling glass. If not, we're gonna server hop. I hate this glitch. Anytime If anyone knows how to fix this, please let me know in the later comments or even the chat now. How in the hell do I stop it from always going back to the refuge daily and speaking to Skippy? That happens every time I join a world now. I'm not gonna lie, that's been happening to me for almost a full year in real life, so. If anyone who knows how to stop that, that'd be great.
Guest security is.
And I think I bought up all of the glass the last vendor I was at, but just gonna double check some of them. Now this dude never has most things I need, except that if you're looking for like nuclear material, sometimes you can find that. Mostly just normal toys. Nice. Nothing I need, but... Come on. Damn it. Well, I always need wood. There we go. Lumber's expensive in this game, just like real life. White Spring Station is pretty close. We'll go ahead and check there for any. And I'm going to try and utilize the closest free fast travel points around to go to other train stations. But at the cost of caps. Anyone who doesn't know what that is on the loading screen there, that is a sheep squatch. Terrifying creatures. Especially if you're alone in this game and you don't have anyone to back you up. Even worse if you're over encumbered. You can pretty much guess how that's going to go for most people. Alright. I believe there's also a random encounter spot further up this railroad. So once we're done here, we'll walk up it and see if there's any tameable pets. Bulk lead, bulk oil. Hell yeah. Who the hell... There's some decent shit in here. Cool. I'll use some of that to get back the caps I'm spending here if there is any. No, of course not. Son of a bitch. Hey, look at that. Making my first caps back. That is excellent. That is what I like to see. All legendary stuff I'm going to try and sell at my camp. We'll be moving this into our actual stash box later, our junk stash box. But for now, that'll work. That way I'm not so over-encumbered. Do you have anything I actually might want? I'm not buying it at those prices. There's no way in hell.
May I be of assistance?
Doesn't look like it, buddy. Alright, well, while we're out here, let's go ahead. We're just gonna walk these tracks. I believe this is the right way. Yeah, okay, I believe it is. There's actually 2 random encounter spots. The first one being a bunch of enemies. Either mole miners, super mutants, sometimes scorched ghouls. And they'll run right through here, down into the White Springs, and it'll start a whole fight. Kinda like that. Anyways. Doesn't look like we didn't show up too early and have to cross wires with them. Now today, there doesn't seem to be anything going on here. There's not even the mannequins here. Oh, that's what this is. Okay. So the random encounter here was the settler. But I think the the random encounter spots, they regenerate, or they can come up with something new every 15 minutes. Anything from taming a pet to a really weird NPC, such as the Smiling Man. Well, no random encounter spot. However, there is a team leader, it looks like, in the mall. And they're wanted. And you know me, if you've seen any of my Fallout 76 videos, anytime I see a wanted player, it doesn't matter how high a level they are, I'll try to take them down. So let's see what we can do. Damn it, they left. Where are they? You can waste my caps, but once you waste my time, that's when I'm no longer gonna be as nice about it. Like, if I found them at their camp, I'll usually try to buy something if I do take their bounty at their own camp. But in this case, if I found them outside of their camp, in their camp, it doesn't matter. I'm just collecting the bounty and moving on. See, I'm a nice bounty hunter when I need to be. I don't need to. I haven't used a good nuke quantum grenade in a while. Why not? Now, from the White Springs Mall, I was hoping to catch that dude here, whoever they were, but they weren't here, so. Probably at the Equinox. Is anybody selling junk? How much? 10 caps? That's doable. Alright. That's not too bad. I've had fast travels be upwards of 45 caps before, and that's when it starts getting like, no, I don't want to spend that much. Especially on a budget. Normally it doesn't matter and I'll just go wherever, but when I'm doing a big project like this, it takes all the resources I can muster. Downloading screens every time. Alright, please be carrying bolt glass. That's what we need.
Mostly blood-free.
You're a letdown, Protectron. Morgantown Station. Another load screen. Another train station. This one's alright. That one was just one of the normal loading screens you get. If you take pictures with your in-game photo system, open the map, and for controllers, you press Y and you can open this up. Of course, always switch off the depth of field so you can see further out. Everything's clear. And you can take all the pictures, and then those will show up on your background later when you're fast traveling. Your loading screens and such. Glass,
Be sure to
please.
Stop while you can.
You're a letdown. I need one of you to be selling glass. Don't make me hit every single one, please. That would really suck. Another normal loading screen. Come on, I have lots of pictures. Go through mine. I wonder if there's a setting you can use to turn that off so you can only view your pictures. That'd be cool.
Don't face the wasteland without the
Glass!
proper
Finally.
supplies.
That'll keep us going for a minute. I don't think I need anything else, not at the second. We'll go ahead and just go straight home. Actually, don't mind that loading screen. That one's alright. I like the industrial look, I guess. Alright, now. We're getting our greenhouse built. This is going to be the weirdest greenhouse structure I've probably done. Because I had this great vision, and I honestly don't remember what I was going for, so... I'm going to wing it at first. Just go with it. Now, what I could do is do normal floors in the middle. I don't think it's going to let me snap the floor directly in, but if I get it just right and lined up with it, it won't matter. It's so finicky, son of a bitch. That looks good. Is there any gaps? Yeah, it's not even lined up. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and add some more going this way and see if it starts to taper off away from it. Yeah, you can see right here it starts to taper off, so what we're going to do is we're just going to store these ones. And just adjust our original one so that it lines up against it a little bit better. Try to get it as straight as possible. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Yep, okay, all the seams are met. It's practically part of the roof now. There we go. And then maybe right in the middle... Yeah, I don't know. It is an odd number. I don't know how to do this part. We'll figure it out in a second. For now, we'll just take out one piece. And we're going to build a second story off of this top sector. This section, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it a sector. Where? Here it is. Okay. I probably passed it. What would be kind of the coolest view to look out over? Probably Watoga. Because we're already above the Sundale. I cannot talk today. I'm so sorry. The Sunvale Grove. So maybe we'll put... maybe a door on each of these sides here. And then have a balcony extending right over this. I don't know. At the same time, I don't really want to encroach on this glass roof too much. So what I could do is just leave it as a glass roof. And we will use, if it'll let me, these connecting pieces. You're gonna make me remove the roof first. That'd be really lame. Don't do that. No, it still just doesn't want to work. Oh. It's because I'm using the wrong type. We're gonna go like this. Okay, maybe you do have to remove the roof, because it's not letting me do it for the other side now. There we go. Okay. Now we should be able to... maybe put the small wall in the front? Kind of like that. We're gonna go ahead and scrap these. I got a better idea. Something that might look a little bit better. What if I use this one? Yes, okay, just like that. And then lock that in. Now we should be able to put the roof pieces back. Yeah, just like that. Kind of give us a little bit of a balcony that we can walk up off of. That looks pretty good. And then for the top layer, we're just going to go like this. Starting to run a little bit low on the glass again, but we're almost done, so I'm hoping it'll just stretch far enough. Come on. Oh man, I don't think it's gonna. I think we're gonna need at least one more bulk glass. Oh. It's 4, yeah, we're not going to, damn. Wait. Okay, we did. I don't know where my math was in my head. Damn. That's not bad at all. And what we can actually do... switch to edit mode, go to replace. Go into the same type. On these glass ceilings. Just give it a little bit of customization. Like, some of these windows are open, not all of them are. Maybe this one will have both of them open. Yeah, something like that. I don't know, I feel like that might give it a little bit more depth to it. We'll skip that one. Have that one open. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I like that. I wish we could have little windows on these parts, that'd be cool. How can I incorporate this up into here? For anyone who doesn't have a jetpack, they're already going to have a hard time getting in. I'm going to have to test putting a couple different objects, like, right here. So at least anyone with marsupial can still get up. But like I said, I am the only mutant around this area. Any of the floaters, super mutants, they're not allowed here. No, I went too far. Damn it. There we go. I kind of have an idea of what I could do. Hang on. What if I went like this? And instead of having full floors, I take halves, like this. Now I have a full square in the middle. Oh. Well... these are going to be spots for growing plants, then. That's exactly what I'm going to do with them. That's fine. If you're looking to get these soil plots for yourself, save up as many treasury notes as you can. Save up on all your gold bullion, save up on that stuff. All of that's going to help you get a lot of the rare plants in the game. But these ones you can get in Foundation. trying to remember the dude's name. I want to say Sunny, but I feel like that's the robot. Anyway, there's another fellow vault dweller you can talk to there that sells very rare plans. I'll actually go to him here in a second and show you what I'm talking about. If I'm going to talk about something, I might as well be able to back it up and give you all the facts about it. Now, at Foundation, you're going to go to the exterior. Oh, my back. It's one of those days. While we're here, I have no idea if Minerva is on the map right now or where she's at. Minerva is a rarities NPC seller. I don't know how I could have worded that any weirder. She sells rare plans. She's just an NPC, but she's only on the servers or on the maps during certain times. The ghoul, again, that was strange. Alright, doesn't look like Minerva's here right now. Normally she'd be right over here. Now, if you're looking to buy those soil or dirt tiles for yourself, you're gonna... Samuel, that's his fucking name. My bad. You're gonna want to talk to my boy Samuel here. Now, if you don't have it unlocked yet, you need to gain higher or better reputation with Foundation or with the Settler faction. And eventually you'll be able to buy farmable dirt tiles for 500 gold bullion. And that's honestly not that bad. The only downfall on that is you cannot build this in other people's camps. It is like an atomic shop item, so it is what it is. Do you have anything else right now? I happen to have a lot of gold bullion. I hadn't even noticed that. Well, that's kind of cool. We'll go ahead and get the slot machine. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. Another thing that'll save you from a lot of heartbreak is if you were trying to sell the dirt tiles, you cannot put those into an actual vending machine, so do not buy it in hopes that you can sell the plan for a lot of caps. I did do that once, so I had a spare copy. It doesn't work. You cannot drop them, you cannot give them away, so it's a complete waste of a purchase. But yeah, that is where you get those tiles. That is where I got them anyway. There might be other ways that I don't know about, but that's one of them. What a beautiful rad toad. I do believe I took that picture. Oh, possible person buying my stuff. That'll be cool. We're gonna go fences. Now, what I like to do with a spot like this normally is box it in with these. Is it gonna let me? No, it's gonna be off-centered because these are actual pieces here. I just made it look like this was a piece by filling in spots here and here. So instead, what we're going to be able to do... Let's see, Greenhouse 5. What would go best with this? What would look the best? Honestly, the crooked metal fence might go with this pretty well. If I can incorporate it in a couple different spots here, yeah. Soft center. There we go. Now the real question is gonna happen when I need to jump up or down there. Will I still be able to get around it? Oh yeah, I can still jump into there. Okay. Definitely need something placed kind of right in the middle here for this. But yeah, that will work just fine. Now, how could I incorporate this somewhere else? Actually, what I could do, now that I'm really thinking about it, we'll get rid of those. We'll place gates on each side. Yes, like that. Not like that. No, wait. This is not what I wanted. Why isn't it snapping into place? It's set to snap, is it not? Yeah. I mean... yeah, it's kind of bad. It needs to go further this way. Get this centered to the best of my ability. And now it's got a gap there. There's no winning here. It wants to go with one or the other, it looks like. Okay. What we're going to do then is set it in free mode. Pick it up again. Now we can slide it and move it effortlessly. You need to slow down with that shit. That's probably as close as I'm going to be able to get it. That lines up right with that third window support there. That one does too. Okay, they look straight. I'm pretty sure that's clean. Then, of course, we got our nice little balcony here. It's probably time to introduce power into this building. What are we thinking? I might have to settle for something else. I don't really have anything greenhouse related. Honestly, it would have been cool if I got like the glowing mole rats generator. I have not done that yet. I'm gonna move our camp module up here, and then hopefully our death claw will spawn in here with us. That'd be kind of cool. But that doesn't always work. Now we do have one of any type of these except for this one, for some reason. Could have sworn I bought it in the past, but whatever. Now, the nuke fusion generator is pretty cool. I would not mind using this one. As long as it doesn't end up looking too out of place. Okay, that should be pretty good. And then this, ladies and gentlemen, will be how people get up into here when they're not in the build menu, connecting wires on accident when they try to jump. Maybe not. I'm trying not to use my jetpack, because a lot of people don't have them. So if you don't know these are gates, you're kind of screwed. If they're open, you can make it up just fine. I guess what I could do is pull them forward slightly so you have a little bit of a footing to jump onto. So what I'll do this time, so I'll go into the camera build, go to the upstairs. We're just going to grab one of these, straighten it up because it actually was crooked this whole time. We're going to go like that. That looks good. Alright. Let's see if we jump here, jump up here. Yeah, we can land right here, and then the gates will open on either side you land on. Hopefully. Let's test this side. Okay, even if they don't open the gates, you can still kind of jump right over it. That works wonderfully. For now, we're going to set our camp module there until we find a better and appropriate spot to place it. Now we got the generator in. The next step would be getting power spread around the building and trying to make it seamless, not too many wires. So where... the connection piece is there. So if we were to go like this, set it to snap mode, and go into camera feed, figure out exactly where this is, and then go right below it. Come on. Why is it struggling so hard? What is happening? Jeez. Right there. Good enough. Where did it go? What? This should be right there. Did it go on the roof? No, so where the hell did it go? What the hell? Even with the update, wiring could be a bitch. Okay. Let's try this first. Go ahead and put one connector right here on the floor. Connect them up. Go directly below it. Set this to free mode. Right there. Cool. So now we're going to try and connect it to the one here. Cool. Now we can kind of spread it around the outside or the under parts of the greenhouse here. Yeah, that should work a lot better, I think. Get this wired up over here. And I think for most of the first story, all we really need to do is get one of these on each side. And that should be enough to power the whole bottom part, and then we'll probably have to bring one conduit up over the top somewhere. And try to get it as unseen as possible. Now this might be a good spot. Back here might be a good spot. Really, it doesn't matter all that much. We'll probably go from this side. Set this one to snap, and we're just going to try to line it right in the middle. Just like that. Run the wire. Yeah, and that wire will be mostly invisible from the outside. It's not going to be too noticeable. Right about here, maybe. Okay. Makes it glitch through a little bit right there. Not too bad, though. Now, can I go like this? Yeah, kind of, actually. That'll work. Let's get one more up towards the top. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I like how this is turning out. Just the wires alone, at least to me, it's pleasing because it's not a mess all over the damn place. Right there. Looks like ceramic is going to be my next thing I need to go get. For now, this is fine, though. Alright, now the whole building should have plenty of power. It should be ran around, so no matter where I put lights or anything, this should automatically hook up. Most of them. A couple of them require, like, direct connection sources, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, as you see, we don't even have a vendor plugged in or anything, but it's covered by whoever one of the plugins underneath are. Now, what can we do with this place? We've got all kinds of different flora that we can mess with. See how it looks in a build like this. Let's go ahead and go to decorations. Flora or fauna? I guess some fauna would be good. Like the lizard, that'd be kind of cool. It looks like it might belong in a place like this. We'll have him upstairs, though. Go ahead and put him, like, right here, maybe. Not at an angle like that, jeez. Jeez. Okay, that looks pretty good. Got our lizard dude in there, chilling in his can. This doesn't really suit the vibe. Giant ant farm. I don't know. It looks like, because this is an AFK person coming to see my store and just never got back. At least not yet. What I could do is I'm going to assume that's going to be the spawn point. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and spawn in. And see. Because I'm pretty sure that's where I spawned in earlier. No, I don't want to submit it as the best build. Fast travel to the Grove, then we'll fast travel in and see where we end up. If we're in that corner, I can actually build around that. Because I don't want to put anything in that corner and make it so players get stuck as soon as they get into my house. Now, unfortunately, in a build like this, I just don't see the kelp curtains creating any kind of a hanging kelp boundary underneath it. It doesn't... Those two... The green and the pinkish red would... They wouldn't complement each other, so I gotta figure out some other thing to do directly below this thing to make it... Get rid of all the lines, all the seams. We'll figure it out, but for now, just gotta brainstorm. If any of you have any ideas, let me know. Now, what I do have... That would be kind of difficult to get to work, but we will see. Is I have miniature versions of those carnivorous plants as a decoration. Yeah, okay, so we do spawn in this corner. But on those posts coming up as support beams, what I could do is fuse those carnivorous plants going up the beam so it looks like it's all, like, overgrown and part of it, maybe. That would be kind of cool, I think. Now, an ant farm would be kind of cool. But the only way I can see this working is fusing that concrete barrier right below the ground and then putting it in like this. And then, of course, bring it forward so it's not in the wall. Yeah, kind of like that. Honestly, that's not bad at all. It's got a little bit of gap on that side, a little bit on that side. I think this will look pretty good. We'll keep it for now. If we don't like it, we can always get rid of it. Actually going to bring it forward just a hair. So now I got to try to get it lined up right there. Perfect. That way it doesn't look like it's stuck in the wall. That's pretty nice. I like that. Now we do have this worm farm. I plan on having it like at least one of these on each level. That's something you'd see in a greenhouse. You'd want to keep your plants healthy. How do you do that? Create a healthy, balanced ecosystem within it itself. In the soil. For now, I'll just place it here. TV aquariums are always cool, but I'm not worried about those right now. Is there any Halloween-based stuff that I could kind of get away with in this build? Probably not. No, yeah. Okay, lawn, garden. Could be a couple of decent ones in here. The archways are kind of cool. I'm going to keep these in mind and try to think of a way I can incorporate this into the build. Now, the flowers, they are pretty, but I don't want to overwhelm this greenhouse with them. I want there to be a decent balance of different types of plants in here. Like, I could just phase. I don't know. Do I want it to be realistic as possible? I might have to make it look like there's some soil. Maybe in some spots. And then try to do the same thing on the other side, maybe. Why is... Oh, it's on free mode. Not bad. There we go. What? No. What is happening? Okay, it'll go in there fine. But I can't even get it to... Finally, thank you. Alright, yeah, kind of get some soil going on this side. I think the main floor here will have our tiles and stuff. And then what we could do... is have the majority of all of our other crops up here. I think that would work pretty well. Now, if I fill the soil in anymore, it's going to really take from this area. I guess I could always change the tiles. I don't know. This is a hard one to figure out. There's a couple things that would look good, but what would be like the best decision for this type of build? And then maybe just have the 2 soil plots for rarer plants or whatever up there. And then do the bottom floor as mostly soil, and then we'll change what the flooring type is in the middle and create it like a walkway, almost. That kind of works. Not really the vibe I'm going for. Greenhouse, I feel like you'd see brick down in the middle. This looks like it ties it together, at least to me better. Have all of our other types of things in here. Yeah, I think I like this better. So we'll go ahead and throw down our mutated vines. I'm gonna set these to free mode so I can really adjust them a little bit finer. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll just put the little tiny one over here. There we go. Cool. That looks pretty nice. We do have to keep in mind this is the spawn point. We have to watch out for that. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and throw those 3 there. Have a bigger one on this side. We'll figure out something to do with this corner, where you're going to spawn in. Something that won't trap you, but... I don't know. We'll figure it out. Now, I love the look of these plants, but they're literally all around below us right now, so... If you just look down there, there's a whole frickin' swarm. Nah. Orchard of these things. We also got these cactus barrels. These are pretty nice. Some of these might repeat in a couple spots. At least at first. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There we go. We'll put one of these in each corners on the second story. It's kind of phasing through the wall there. This isn't working. Hang on. Jeez. Right there. Almost. Right there. I'm a perfectionist by nature. I hate this. I want it to be perfect. And right there. I think that looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and move this barrel for now. Put one of these on each side of the door as well. I don't want it to glitch through the wall, but if it has to, it has to. Damn it. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Okay, last one. At least for this area. Let's get this lined up. That is not lined up. Come on, right there. Almost. Maybe it was supposed to go this way. Did I phase it into the wall on this one? No, I have it lined up. Yeah, that one's pretty close. If I can keep it right where it is, I think I'll let it slide. Come on. Right there. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, got my lizard there. Got our nice little balcony. Out way in the distance, that pink area you can see, that's the other sun-veiled grove. I forget what that one's called. Let's take a look. The overgrown sundew grove, and then we're above the veiled sundew grove. What else do we have here? We got dead bushes, so we can throw in a couple normal plants, other plants too. Greenhouse has got to have a little bit of everything in it. But the real question lies, where the hell do I put this stuff? Because to some extent, I still gotta have furniture. Forgot where I'm gonna have a bed or something thrown down. We're gonna throw this next to the generator here. Now, we have potted prickly eyes, but I don't believe they actually produce any fruit. I think, yeah, they're strictly under decorations. I can grow real prick eyes, and I plan on it, so I don't know if I want to use these. Wish I'd been able to get those. Those are cool. I mean, they're still flowers, I guess. You know, it is February, it's Valentine's Day. I guess there can be a little bit of that kind of stuff up and around, so. Ooh, now how can I incorporate this? Might throw it down right here. I love how there's a damn fishing hook hanging off right off the side of this thing. That's pretty cool. This just does not look lined up to me. It's close, but not close enough. Okay, that's good enough. And then to make this more realistic, I guess try to make it look like it's open and collecting rainwater or something. Yeah, I'd buy that. Okay. What's next? No, novelties. I don't think there'll be anything in here. We got this nice heart geode. I'll throw that somewhere. For now, we'll put it here. A lot of the stuff I don't know where it's going to go. I'm just going to put around the generator. Gotta have that. It's a beating scorched heart, I believe. This is more Halloween themed, but this is kind of a cool idea too. It's a glowing well. I think it's just called the creepy well, though. Now, the thing I always forget to do, and for some reason I always wait until it's the last thing, is I always forget the thing that really makes the build come together towards the end. I haven't figured out which one we're going to use yet on this place, but let's go ahead and set up the weather station, allowing us to control the weather within our camp. We have a couple different types here. We'll test the rad storm first. I don't... Oh, it's on... There we go. And how is that going to change the atmosphere of the greenhouse? You know, that's not bad. I don't know if that's what I'm going for, though. Let's take a look outside. Honestly, yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and test a couple others first, though. I don't think Nuke is gonna be the one we're gonna look for. So this I do have is the Blooming Haze. This would probably, in my opinion, go best with this, but we will see. Okay. That's not bad. It's kind of like the Rad Storm, but it adds more like pollen effects into the air. Makes you feel like the air is a bit heavier here. Which I don't know if that goes with the greenhouse. Definitely not a bad choice. We're gonna weigh all our options before we decide to settle on one, though. Let's go ahead and store this bad boy away. Now we have light rain, which might go well. And we also have thunderstorms. Although, if I remember correctly, yeah, light rain just falls right through the glass. So I don't think I like the straight rain itself. Because even with these close, it's just falling right through. So I'm going to say the light rain's a no for me. I usually only use this when I'm trying to catch the oxalotl or when I'm fishing, so. Go ahead, just for shits and giggles, we'll try this one out. Now, this is going to be too much, I can already tell. I might have to try the fog, too, because I do like how everything starts to look gray outside. I don't know, it makes it feel more cozy. Yeah, thunderstorm's a bit much, but I do like this thing. It's pretty cool. Go ahead and put that away. Let's try Atlantic City Fog. Don't lie to me, I know I own it. I had it not that long ago game. What is this? Bethesda. That was one of the first ones I ever got on this account. I'm not playing this game. I own it. Oh. Man, I really wanted to see what that one would look like. I think I actually bought that one in-game with gold bullion, too. Well, honestly, I think the pollen one was kind of winning. Either that or Rad Storm, so we can always switch it up later on. There we go. Get this damn thing centered a little bit better. Why is it struggling right here? There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll stick with this one for now. It's definitely not bad. Let's go ahead and look at our stored. What else do we have to work with we're not going to need? We don't need these roofs. This roofing. However you want to say it. These perimeter walls. I don't think we're going to be using them for this one. I'm not placing them. I swear. didn't place that. I promise. I didn't place that either. There we go. Now, turrets, they're nice and all, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to be using them for a place like this. If a Scorched Beast shows up, I don't want to lose my house. I'll probably just skip the world, or just try to quickly take down the Scorched Beast. I don't think we'll need a large pylon. Potato plants, we will keep these. Go ahead and throw these down. Right here for now, we can always move them. Our one potato plant. Damn. I think we'll have our workshop up here. Maybe. I don't know, we got more room to work with stuff down here. Wait. What if I... No, don't do the damn Wheel of Death. What if I place this here? And then I set this to free mode. There we go. Saves on room. Now we got one crafting bench down. Next, I'd like to get the Tinkerer's workbench going. If I was just gonna have a random clock somewhere, I'd probably do it upstairs. I don't know if a cuckoo clock suits this very well, though. Honestly, Nuka-Cola would stick out and look better in a place like this, so... For now, we'll just stick it there. Try to stick this right to the fence. Cool. The more we get cleaned up in our budget, the more we can build and put other things in our camp as well. That'll be really nice. We'll go ahead and throw a American flag up right here. That looks pretty good. Now we got our frog here. Where should we stick him? He's got to be somewhere in every single build. That works. Go ahead and throw up a fireplace. I think I'll probably end up with a sleeping bag or something in a build like this, which is fine. I don't mind. So I just want a cozy spot or a corner or something. So what we might do... Yeah... We're gonna put it up here. Gotta find the best location for it. Probably this side over here. We'll just stick it right in the middle. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright. Now, whenever I get back from the big mission, I hate using all my rat away, because I burn through it so quickly. I know I could change my perk cards to it, I just like using my ones I have available for other things. I'd rather just use the damn decontamination shower every time I get back. Where would this fit in? Honestly, I could probably stick it like in between all of the crafting areas. There we go. Alright, now all our radiation will be purged out of our body. Excellent. Honestly, do I even need an ally up here? It's kind of cool, I guess, but... most of the time, they just fall down below. And just endlessly keep hurting themselves, so... for now, I'm gonna say nix on that. Where's my new couch? I know I just got some new stuff I haven't checked out yet. That's right, now I did get this lookout tower if I wanted to try to wedge it in between the biggest carnivorous plant directly below the greenhouse. And then try to make it look like there were supports built off of the roof of this that hold up the greenhouse. That might look good. So we may try to do that. Now we got this feeding trough. I think we'll try to let our rad hog Boris live up here if he'll stop falling through the floor. Maybe I'll just put this down here. That way the first thing someone sees when they're coming up here is a giant hog eating something. I don't know. Something to stand out. Utility. I forget what allies and all of those are fall under. Camp. No. Right there. Cool. Now I do have this. This is kind of a cool little plant. We're gonna put this one down here, and then we're actually gonna build a second one. You gonna let me build it? Game? Please? I said please, thank you. Now we do have a couple of these slipper cactus. They changed the name. When did they do that? The menu keeps freezing when I try to switch things too quickly, I guess. That's fine. I need to switch to something I can place now. And then I need to switch it back to snap. We'll just put that there for now. And now it should let us place our damn cactus. Yep. So I think these ones will grow down below because I like these things a lot. They're pretty to look at. And you can make food from them, so. We'll try and grow quite a few of these. For now, I'll just put that there. Same thing. We'll put this here. The Scorched doesn't need to be around anymore. He was more of a Halloween decoration. This kind of goes with the greenhouse vibe more. Compared to its original counterpart. We'll go ahead and throw this, like, right down here. Really? Okay, if that's how we're doing this. There we go. That looks pretty good. What next? I don't think we need 2 of these anymore. We can go ahead and get rid of 1. Now, we did get the Jaguar rug, but I don't really know how it pulls into anywhere like this. There we go. For some reason, I thought it was centered before. Can always throw down a Jaguar rug, like right here. Yeah, that's not terrible. Okay. Again, if I don't like it, or it causes an uproar for anyone watching, I can always move some of these objects around later. It doesn't bother me that much. Now, go ahead and throw in a Bruxo case down here. Just for anyone going around the world trying to find them. Honestly, Nuka-Cola doesn't go all that much with this type of build anyway, so... The throne doesn't either, but it's still new to me. I'm just glad I finally got it. Honestly, that's fine. It just looks like it's supported by the wall. Cool. Got our rust throne there. Go ahead and throw something like this on it. Draw some more attention to it. Okay, there we go. You know, raising fish making the good fertilizer they are. We might even set up our cooking station as the fish cleaning station right here. Honestly, what I might really do is take out this midsection and make it all walkway. And then we'll just have a couple spots for planters, because honestly, I don't need that many actual harvestable ones. Not nowadays, anyway. So, let's go to replace. Let's see how this looks. Gonna have to move our potatoes real quick. Go ahead and throw these. For now, we'll just throw them over here. There we go. Cool. That'll give us more room for our, like, workbenches and stuff. I don't think that looks bad at all. Honestly, yeah, that's not bad there. Fish cleaning station, we'll just throw here for now. I'll want that one floating because this is one of the objects I'm going to need to know where they're at later. The ultrasite table's cool. Does it really go in a build like this? I don't know. Probably not, honestly. Now we got our shawarma maker here. We need to set up some form of like a kitchen or food area anyway, but we're gonna wait on that. Now I don't need this chum trough anymore because I used to use that as the pigs feeding station. It has an actual one made for him now. Now around here, because this is like a fishing spot or stocking fish, for whatever reason, we're gonna go ahead and hang up a couple other just random fish. Now, we got 9 of these, and we still have yet to catch this month's oxalotl, but we got last month. So let's go ahead and figure out a good place to stash these guys up at. Maybe up and around the store and the workstation area. No, that's not going to work. At least not there. I got to space them out a little bit better. There's getting to be a lot of them now, though. The featured oxalotl of the month I'll put in this middle section here. Slightly popped out from the rest. Alright, so we've got 5 total. I know there's more than 5, so how do we want to play this? What I could do, in a couple of these spots, place them down below. Right in the middle like that. I'm gonna have to move this one when I place it, but... Okay. Place one right here. And that should be good for now. Now the most recent oxalotl... No, this month's oxalotl is the one here in Cranberry Bog I've still got to catch. Let's go ahead and grab all of our oxalotls out. I would hate to accidentally eat one of these bastards. When they're out of season, there's no possible way to get them unless you buy them from someone else. Alright, we're just going to start throwing oxalotls up on the wall here. That is not... I thought I was clicking on a different one. My mistake. We'll go ahead and throw the spotted one there. Wait, what happened here? They're not all like that, are they? No, because that one's against it. What happened here? There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. This one could still get pushed further back, honestly. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, back to it. Let's get those oxalotls up. I hope I didn't accidentally eat a oxalotl at some point. That would have really sucked. Got the charcoal oxalotl. Got a nice blue hue to it. Shadow oxalotl. That was a pretty one. No. Those two do look a lot alike. Let's go ahead and throw the scaled one there. And this display is trying to say it's inside the wall, so let's see if I can get that back out. What the hell? I hope I don't have to move that wall. That would really suck. No, yeah, it's in the wall. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and move this one just a hair forward. Straighten it up. Okay. Let's get that wall back up. And now it's way away from the wall. Let's just not put it in the wall again, preferably. There we go. That's as close as it's letting me get it anyway. There we go. Now we just need this month's oxalotl. And we are up to date. So far, it's not bad at all. It needs a lot of work. I'm going to have to do a lot of fiddling with it, but... Oh, someone launched a nuke.
Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
I just wanted to be sure it wasn't me.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Can you imagine if my boy Dividend went out of his way while I was doing this? Just spending time building up my house, decided to launch a nuke in my ass. That would suck. Anyway. No, I won't get rid of these. These are good buffs that I want to keep on hand. So we'll keep them around. That and... It is kind of fun to play that one. And we also have this one we got back in the fishing season. All the workshops and the buffs I'm just going to try to keep all together, I guess. Go ahead and move this clock up and over. There we go. Now we do have this fishing cooler. Kind of goes with a little bit of a fishing vibe we have going on over here, so we'll keep it here. Keep all that stuff together. We do have records. We got that, like 3 seasons ago. We don't really need it anymore. Honestly, this would look good. Let's go ahead and put this up somewhere. Maybe we'll stick this to the wall right. Wait, right there. Hell yeah. Throw down one of these. Do we have any other plant types that I have stored before I build more? No, we do not. Okay, let's go back to decor. Clutter. Any plant related? Nope. Now this is a greenhouse, so that this could really go in anywhere in here, a topiary. We'll go ahead and throw this one down right here. Hell yeah, that looks pretty cool. Alright, so we are out of fertilizer, but we still got plenty of caps. Let's go ahead, run back to the mall and see about buying some fertilizer, because if we're going to grow a bunch of crops anyway, we're going to need it. Might as well go pick it up. Another loading screen. Where did the nuke get launched? Oh, okay. Sinkhole? No, not sinkhole solutions. What is it called? A colossal problem. That's where you see the giant Wendigo. We may pop in there real quick, but I don't know if the dialogue is copyrighted. I've had issues with that in the past, so we'll probably try to avoid events. Fertilizer. Honestly, one of the easiest things to make. You just need rotten food.
Artisan's Corner is the place for creative hands-on learning, and the Wilderness Survival Experience is our most popular program yet.
There we go. Let's go ahead and head back to the greenhouse. I believe that was during a rad storm, if you couldn't tell. Alright. For some reason now we're spawning in on the roof. Oh, on top of the camp module still. That was weird. We'll have to move that. How do I get into my house? This works. Alright, back to it. Now, we can't have these flowers somewhere. Those might look good. Acting kind of as a barrier here, like in between the soiled area. And just act like this is like our divider wall. We might do this on both sides, we might not. We'll see how this looks. I mean, honestly, it's not terrible. What is this side cut off on that? What I might do is get rid of one of these. Go like this. Bring this one to this side. And we'll turn on free mode and put in the third one right in between them. What happened? There we go. Excuse me. Alright, now I'm gonna have to back away from it. Get it about to where I need it, and then we'll finagle it into there. That's pretty close. But it's so uneven. There we go. Honestly, that's not terrible. Gives it a little bit of a divider on this side. This side, I don't feel like it really needs it. It's kind of meant to be open. I think we'll go ahead and move this trough for now. I don't think that's going to be its final location. Now the canoe planters, I don't know what this does, if it's just decoration, if you can actually grow anything in them. I love how it's saying I don't own it. That's also so cool. Outdoor, any of this. That's kind of cool. Go ahead and throw that down. Just giving it some more depth in certain places. Now, the gargoyle statues are cool. But this one in particular takes up a lot of space. I don't know if he's really the vintage greenhouse vibe. We'll give him a chance, though. No. There. That's not terrible. Okay. Flatwoods monster is cool. I don't know if we want to keep him in here or not yet. We already have him, so we might as well. Go ahead and throw him down, like, right here. Taxidermy-wise, I have quite a few options. A couple things that look like they might actually belong in a place like this. Like the snake, I could see that in a corner somewhere. Say, like, right behind the person spawning in. Yeah. Okay. The rest of these, the Gulper's the only one I've even considered, other than that, using. I just don't know. Maybe, like, right there. Yeah, he'd suit it better than the other gargoyle would, so we'll keep him around. Put him, like, right into here. Looks like he's going to grab a fish or some crap. Can make a false or a fake Deathclaw nest and make it look like one of them hatched. Looking like an adult. I don't know. Let's look through all of these. Oh, the vines. Yeah, I completely forgot about these. In some places, this would actually work out pretty well. But in a location like this, I don't know if the vines would actually do well. Let's go ahead and go on the outside of the building. I'm gonna set that to snap. We'll throw on a couple of these. Not on all of them by any means. Oh, that didn't line up at all. There. At least that kind of looks like it connects there. If you don't stare straight at it, it looks like it's growing up it, yeah. We'll throw a couple on the top layer, but not nearly as many as the bottom. So like in a spot like this, behind the furnace, I don't think I'll throw any down. I think I'll just keep it pretty low hanging on this side. Go ahead and throw it on both of these sides here. There we go. Alright, let's go walk around, kind of look around. You can see it growing on the outside of the glass now. I do like the look that gives it. It gives it a little more depth to its character. And same thing if you come up here. You can see that it's overgrown in some places, and other places it hasn't yet even begun to touch it, so. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Hey, appreciate it, Game Angel. Yeah, I've been on that grind. But yeah, I'm trying to get some of these plants up around the windows here. I might do it for the plants, honestly. I don't want to overdo any of these things. Let's go ahead and throw this fan, like, right there. It's not even on it. Okay. Just like that. That works. Yeah, gonna be streaming for a little bit longer. Probably gonna be ending it here soon, but we got quite a bit done for this build. I'm happy with it. And there's plenty more to be able to explore around here soon enough. I think, if I can remember where they're at, there's something else that would also kind of go with this. Yeah, right here. So we've got these flowering boxes. I prefer the Astros. I think they're one of the prettier plants in the game. Yeah. And then something to give a little more contrast, we'll use the mutated ferns on this side. Now, if they say flowering boxes, that's how you're going to get the effect with the butterflies. You get these from completing the... Oh, what the hell is the name of the event called? I believe it happens in the spring, typically around Easter. But you complete this event and it drops a bunch of different plans or rare plans whenever you complete the event for either these flowering boxes... or even these just normal flower boxes. There's no butterflies on these, but they're still pretty good. And I believe, yeah, these buckets of like different types of mushrooms were Atomic Shop, so we'll find a good spot to hang some of these up. Maybe like right here in between these walls. Hang a couple of them going down. Yeah, something like that. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. It's the subtle details. Nah. That would have been funny if it was to, like, Victor or somebody. Where in the hell? We'll just throw up a random glowing handprint somewhere. And whenever my boy Dividend comes over and notices where it's at, I'll move it again. Yeah, that'll work. What do we got for window? Nothing major. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our rad hog out. Why not? But where in the hell are we gonna put its house at? Oh, what I could do... move a couple of these things around. At least for now. Everything will get its own spot to grow later, but... we don't necessarily need all of those. Maybe like that? Yeah. Foul creatures, but they're pretty nice. These things are so weird. Alright, well now we got an actual trough made for our rad hog, so we're gonna go ahead and get this place down near this area. Get a scratching post set somewhere. I'm gonna set this right in front of the ant farm. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I think we're gonna name him Boris. Get it? Because he's a boar. It was a funny joke, but it was a dad joke. My bad. Gotta work on my comedy a little bit here. Alright, for now, I think this is gonna do, at least for the building portion of this. Gotta get a lot of this uncluttered right in the middle here and figure out where everything should go. But for now, I've got what I need down. Got our little makeshift pond there. We'll go ahead and list any unwanted items for sale. Honestly, I hate these things so much. I hate looking at them. I'm gonna sell those blisterfish. These ones are alright, but I still hate to see those swimming up at you when you're just trying to go get a drink of water. Honestly, I think this is probably good. This should be fine. Now, what we're gonna do... so I would like to go catch a couple fresh fish to hang up around the pond. I've got those displays for them, so I might as well. So the first one I'm going to go catch, I'm going to go after a storm chaser. And those can be found anywhere within Skyline region. But I typically will just go over here. You'll have to deal with Communist and Yaguai, so keep that in mind. This is a cool spot in the mire, if you haven't seen it already, in Fallout 76. They're, the gulpers in the game, they sleep upside down from certain trees. And that particular spot, you can go up and get pictures of it. It is called Gulper Lagoon. It's found kind of in the northern part of the mire. I believe the area we're going to go ahead and go fish in real quick is over here. I say real quick, but fishing is never quick. Let's be real. This is also a beautiful location where this waterfall is. Unfortunately, you cannot build on this island. But there is this really nice waterfall here. And most people don't know this, but there is a hidden cave to the right of the waterfall that you can swim up into. You can just have like your own private little area. Mine some aluminum, excuse me. Mine some aluminum. It's a pretty cool spot. And if you place your camp above the waterfall just right, you can actually access the cave in here and build a couple objects down in there. So if that gives any of you cool ideas, go for it. I did that a while ago, back when I first started this account. That's what it feels like anyway. Honestly, the Skyline update hasn't been out for that long. But yeah, there's our Yao Guai, buddy. It's a communist bear. What are you doing? You come at me. That's it for you. Okay. Oh, I don't have any stems. This was a mistake. And I downed myself. It wasn't even the commie bear. At least we stored all our stuff away. That's fine. Alright, we're just going to ignore the Yao Guai and fish on the opposite side of the water. He typically doesn't leave the island. Or she, whatever it may be. Alright, let's try that again. That one had a lot more health than I was expecting it to. Now there's a boat over here in the weeds. If you stand on it just right, you can actually fish off of it. No, not my sword. Thank you. Let's get our improved bait out, and we're going for a storm chaser. It's either a glowing storm chaser or a normal storm chaser. And we'll get that put up on display. And then after that, I might go after an armored spinefish or a sturgeon. Also known as. And I don't know what the third one's going to be yet. So I'd love to get the blood whisker. Static sawgill. It's the only sawgill I really don't mind catching. They're the prettiest out of them. Out of the many, many sawgills that you have to catch while fishing in this game. I don't know if they have already, but I wonder if they'll end up putting fishing into Fallout 4. That would be really cool. It's fighting like a sawgill or maybe a yellow bullhead. Yeah, sawgill. I figured. Oh, it's a bluefin. Never mind. That's not bad, actually. Not what I'm going for. Not a bad catch at all. Looks like the storm is raging on here in Skyline Valley. I think the next major project I'm going to end up doing, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second, but when I'm able to afford it, I'm going to purchase another camp slot. Sawgill. I hate sawgills. One's fine. But up there, as you can see, we got the vortex over this region. And once I get the camp slot, I'm going to be doing a sky build up inside of that vortex, if I can get up there. If everything allows, I'll do everything in my power, but I think that would be a really cool spot to have it. Maybe build a UFO up in there or something. Now, I would love it if this doesn't mess up any future recordings for this, but I'm going to try and also make a couple clips while I'm making the stream. I think my game froze. That's nice. Please? Don't do this now. Why now? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna lose that bait, but that's fine. That's not a good sign. Oh no, okay, our graphics are still the same. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna make this for like a quick clip. Welcome in, everybody. It's Felxcander, back at it with another quick short. Trying to catch the elusive storm chaser here, or its counterpart, the glowing storm chaser. That would be even better. But you can find that here in Skyline Valley at the very southernmost part of the map, and any of its waterways that you can swim in. Hopefully this helps any of you out. If so, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out immensely. And let's see what we catch. I'm hopeful. I've caught a lot of sawgills so far. It looks like I'm gonna... maybe a red belly, it seems like. Ah, sunscreen. Pretty fish, but still not what I'm going for. Now, any fish is a welcome fish, but some fish are better than others. I don't know how I can word that any better, honestly. Okay, this is promising. Okay, no longer as promising. It's not putting up as much of a fight as it needs to. It's a sawgill. Imagine that. Okay. Let's go for some improved bait. I think I'm out of superb. We'll try superb if we have it. But I think we're just down to our improved. We've even used up all our common bait at this point. If there's one thing in this game that I have spent more caps on than anything else, is improved bait. I've purchased well over 1,000 at this point. And considering each one can be upwards of 100 to 250 caps in some places. Some people's camps. Yeah, you can burn through caps pretty quickly. Come on, give me a damn storm chaser, please. Those ones are one of the coolest looking fish they've introduced into the update. That including the Burning Springs update. They're interesting fish. Like we got the brawfish, which is supposed to be like the Brahmin two-headed. It's just a two-headed fish. Chain pickerel, not bad. Now you have very much increased chances if it is raining, or if you're using a weather station using any of the snow versions, raining, light rain. And I do not think the fog one works. I've tested that one and I haven't seen any change, so. Or if it's just a random chance the weather above you is raining, you have a much higher chance of catching the rarer fish. Oxalotls, legendary locals. But for now, we don't have anything. We just got our improved bait, and we're going to stick with that. First time I ever played this first time I ever caught a storm chaser. I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, hence why we're here, but first time I caught one, I was with a friend of mine, also trying to catch it, and my first cast I ever went for this damn thing, I got it. And I was no longer allowed at my friend's camp until they caught it, and I wasn't allowed to use their weather station. Shit is what it is. Now I've got most of the weather stations in the game, so if I really wanted to set up on a spot, I can. But I have 2 projects in the camps I have available, so I can't move them right now, so we just gotta settle for no controlled weather. That's all. Pardon me. Okay, this is promising. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Unless this is a sawgill playing the finest strings of my heart right now. Hey, look at that. We got a storm chaser. Beautiful. The glowing version looks very similar to this. Just bright green, and if you hadn't guessed already, glowing. But yeah. If you're looking to catch one of these bad boys, you are going to need to go to Skyline Valley, which I'll go ahead and show you now. In this particular situation, I'm fishing here, right by Camp Liberty. Skyline Valley being this whole region here in between Cranberry Bog and Ash Heap, and right below the Savage Divide. If this helps you at all, please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out immensely, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, back to the stream side of this. Just wanted to make that quick clip. Have something to post up later. And we got one Storm Chaser. No, the graphics. Not the graphics. Why? Oh, no. That's horrible. I don't know if it shows on your guys' end. Not on the stream side of it, the graphics look fine, so maybe I'll just try to keep playing like this for a little bit. But on my end, it's very pixely and disgusting. Yeah, I'm just checking my stream real quick, making sure that the graphics on here, everything looks clean, everything looks fine, so I have to endure. That is just fine. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go for... I'm gonna go to a player's camp, because hopefully they have a weather station. That would boost this significantly. Yeah, now, is the graphics still looking good in this? Yeah, so you guys are seeing everything fine. I don't know what it is on my end, but when I try to use my secondary recording and editing app, it's just not working out well. So on my end, it's all pixely as hell, but from what I can tell, you guys are seeing everything in full. Now, they have the snow aura going on here. If there is a water source we can fish in here, that would be ideal. Hell, I'll even purchase something from a store. If I can read any of these. Prisoner collar. It's awful. Stable fluorescent flux. I don't need fluorescent, unfortunately. And honestly, those prices are kind of bogus. 3 missiles for capped piece. You can't go wrong. Now, come on. You got the saloon. That's pretty cool. It's a shelter in itself. I have not checked this out. I thought about getting the shelter, so we'll go ahead and check it out real quick. Kind of get a free preview. Obviously, everything inside of the shelter, it does not come with. But you're looking... Is this literally just from New Vegas? It's the same thing. Ain't that something? That is so cool. Yeah, they're setting up a bathroom there. Yeah, that is really neat. I enjoy that. I might get that in the future and make a video on that. That might be cool. Loading screens. Ah, back in my Chameleon Deathclaw days. In my new account where I'm showing off how to level up quickly as a low level. Once I hit level 71 to 81, I will be able to house a Chameleon Deathclaw. And we'll make videos on creating containments for them, making everything look good in your camp, just for like housing them and showing them off. Because it's only between those 10 levels that you can actually do that, which sucks. I like the camp. This is pretty nice. Wait, I gotta fix it. Doesn't let me fix it. That sucks. I must not have the supplies. Is there anything else I need from your camp before I leave? Unfortunately, you don't have any stems. That's what I was really looking for. Sure. I'll resell that for 40 and make my money back, but it's always polite to try to buy one or two things in their camp if you're there utilizing it. And you never know. It's always good to check out people's camps. You never know. They might have some of the best stuff in the game. The rarest plans, and they may be only selling it for cheap. You never know. So always check out the notes, check out the junk, check out miscellaneous items, and sometimes even weapons and clothing. They didn't leave, did they? Oh, they're still here. That's locked. Okay. I get it. They like their ad stags. Very nice garage, Bruxo. I do dig it. If this is your camp, everything's been sheathed. No one can see your stuff, but I will just say I do like the camp. Awesome job if you ever end up seeing this. Very nice. The poor axolotls. Nah. The farmhand, that's not bad, but I've moved up in the world since then. Honestly, these are not terrible prices. They might seem like it, but I've seen them go for way more. Oh, hang on. I mean, I don't know what the holiday wreath is, but I don't have it. I'm having to look at my stream to actually read what's on my actual monitor right now, FYI, because that's how bad the pixel is on my end. I'm reading it through my stream just to go through this. Yeah, it's a holiday wreath. That's the only one I can really even start to make out. We'll go ahead and get that. We'll be left with 500 caps. That should be enough to keep us going for whatever we need for now. And it's probably just something Christmassy, but that's fine. Now I have it. They also have a death claw. Kudos. We're getting some fishing in. Is this in the forest region? It is. Screw it. I'll fish with the stranger. There we go. Let's go ahead and cast out past these flamingos. I bet you there'll be a big-ass catfish right in there. Let's see if we can get anything in here good. Oh. That just seems like a pretty basic fish. Possibly a saw. I hope not. Oh, wait. Glowing piranha. How about that? That's pretty good. I might even hang him up in there. They're pretty. Oh. Well, 1200, 1300, whatever he is, he stopped fishing when I caught the glowing fish. Oh, he left. I guess he was done. Alright, we'll leave his area here in a second. Yeah, it's just a damn sawkill anyway. Alright, we need one more decent fish to show on display. Back at our camp. Let's go to Side Alpha. We'll fish there. And go for a sturgeon. Or an armored spinefish. Also known as armored spinefish. Man, back when I was only a level 1. If you left the vault with 20 levels, just know I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm not trying to have to go through a loading screen again. Normally I'd fight it, but as long as that loading screen is there, it's enough. Oh, come on, I'm out in the open. What you gonna do? Goodbye. Alright, now we should be safe to be able to fish in this location for a little bit. I'll typically just come right over here onto this rock. There we go. Alright, we're going for the armored spinefish, or the glowing armored spinefish. We will take no other, not in this location. My expectations for the Savage Divide are much higher than the forest. $988 hours. I regret nothing. Okay, this one's a little different. Oh, got a leatherback. That's not what we want, but they're interesting little fish. They put up quite the fight for a tiny fish. Alright, what are we going to get this time? Also, a good indicator if you're facing it from this side, whichever way your bobber shoots down underwater, to the left, right, or further away from you or towards you, that's the direction the fish is going to be when you first start the fishing minigame. See, it went this way. If you hadn't noticed that yet. Chain pickerel. Great. Come on, give me one of those big armored boys. So far, I think the glowing spinefish is my favorite catch I've gotten, even over the local legends. Don't get me wrong, the organ grinder's pretty cool to catch. But this is just something else. This is gonna be... feels like sawgill. I hope not. Oh no, I got a trout. Not bad. Here's a quick look at that. By the end of this, I'm going to have caught so many fish, I'm going to be over-encumbered. Okay. Another leatherback. If I catch another one, I'll show you what that one looks like up close, but I don't think you're missing much. Come on. Give me a real fish here. I can feel it. This is going to be the one. It's definitely not going to be a sawgill. No. This is probably a leatherback. Nope. Walleye. Trash fish. Changed my mind. I honestly don't mind walleye. I'll take a steelhead any day though, over a walleye. Sawgill. Ugh. Come on. Nope. It's gonna be a red belly. Oh, sunscreen. It's better than a red belly. They are pretty fish. I think those are based off of bluegills. I'm not sure. Fun fact, right through that barn, that doorway in there is how you get to Site Alpha to launch a nuke. If you didn't already know that, if you did, then you did know that. There we go. Another sawgill, imagine that. I hate sawgills so much, alright. We're gonna readjust. I don't like how I'm only catching those fish there. So we're just gonna hop to this rock and we'll definitely catch different fish this time. Alright, let's go ahead and cast out. Sometimes in real life, all you gotta do is move 5 feet down. You don't know where they're gonna start biting. Or when. It's gonna be a freaking sawgill again, isn't it? Yep. The same day that the Fishing in 76 update released, there was a whole Reddit page opened about a community that hated sawgills that much. Just in the first day it was born. This one's putting up more of a fight, but not much of one. Pickerel. No. I could really use a glowing spinefish right now. Or glowing armored spinefish. What the hell are they called? We'll find out. I'm gonna catch one. Really? 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 Why? Just give me the fish. I'm using improved bait. I shouldn't be catching those damn fish anymore anyway. What pisses me off more is when you're using superb bait and you're still catching those stupid things. If I'm catching a sawgill on improved or a superb bait, oh, honestly, that just puts a real dampener in my day. Imagine that, another sawgill. One of these days, Bethesda will shine their light on us, and they'll let us have a spinefish. But in the meantime, all we could do is just try to enjoy this peaceful time we get to go out and go fishing, and get away from the monstrosities in the wasteland. Oh, this is promising. Not as promising. It's a freaking chain pickerel? Are you kidding me? Like, why? Yeah, and we're out of superb bait. We're gonna keep persevering. We'll get it. At least we're catching fish. Can't tell you how many times I've been sitting in real life next to a river trying to just get one. And you just never get a bite. And then you have days where you catch them all day long. Those are the blessings you gotta remember to count. Holy crap, we're gonna go through 200 improved bait just to get this one fish, I swear. I'm not moving from this spot. This is it. This is where we're catching it. We're not moving. We're not doing nothing until we catch this stupid fish. Either one. I'll take even the normal one. I'll take the glowing one. I don't care. It's gonna be another chain pickerel, isn't it? Why do they like me? Oh, it's a smoky salmon. Okay. They're pretty. Let's go ahead and try this again. Oh. Still not putting up enough of a fight. I don't believe it's what I need. It's gonna be a leatherback. It's gonna be a sawgill. I hate sawgills. And I try not to hate anything, like as a good rule of thumb, but I hate sawgills. I'm coming to terms with this reality. I hate sawgills. Let me guess. Guys, I got it again. I got another sawgill. How lucky. Come on. Let's make sure that Yagua hasn't respawned yet. It's definitely not a spinefish. No, but I'll tell you what it is. It's a sawgill. If I could just have one thing go my way, it would be that I would never catch another sawgill again. Every other fish is fine. But I don't want any variation of these stupid sawgills anymore. And you know what? That seems to be all I'm catching. I'm just catching sawgills. I guess that's fine. A fish is a fish. I shouldn't complain. You know what? I'm gonna complain because they're sawgills. They're awful. Okay. Give me a red belly. Yep. Damn. At least it's not a sawgill. I'll take that any day. Alright, this is the one, guys. This is going to be the one right here. We're going to catch the armored spinefish and be done with these damn sawgills until further notice. Till the next time we have to go catch a fish. Come on. I have a better lure. That'll make it so we... Oh, wait. This might be it. Anyways, I have another lure type that speeds up how quickly they get hooked. But you lose some of the durability of the line you're using by equipping it, so... It's kind of a trade-off. And, ladies and gentlemen, will you look at that? We finally got an armored spinefish. Just what we've been fishing for. The moment I got out of bed this morning, I said to myself, Velks, you're gonna go catch a spinefish. Today's the day. Now we're gonna go ahead, go home, and go throw these fish up on the display. And I'd say, for now, we got a lot done in the stream. We got a lot of the walls up. We got the roof done. Got electricity throughout the building. It's coming together. It's going to be great when it's all done. You know, go ahead and get these fish up on their displays around my little pond here. Make it look like they're just being kept in a lobster tank, basically. Food for later. Let's go ahead. We'll go to this first one. We're going to go ahead and... we're going to throw this one on here. Because we already had this one. Honestly, we didn't need to catch 3 fish, but this is fine. I think we'll throw... come on. Let me click on the damn thing. That's stupid. There we go. Alright, here's our storm swimmer from earlier. Got that hanging up. And then last but not least, we also got ourselves the armored spinefish. We're going to hang up on this one if I can ever click on the damn button. What? Boris, get the hell out of here. Boris? Not now. Wait. No. Armored spinefish. Yes. That's kind of cool. I'd say that looks pretty good. It's very cluttered in the middle here, but that's going to change here after a little bit. We'll get all of that done. Probably do that off screen. That way the next time we come in, we'll show a finished product. Well, guys, I hope you liked the stream. If you did, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out immensely. And it's been a pretty good stream. I hope you all have a great afternoon, a great evening, or a great morning. Great noon, wherever you are. I hope you have a good day. And I will see all of you in the next stream.